Okay. Hello again.
Hello. You ready for some apartment 402 to find out about the least safe, nice neighborhood around?
Yeah, and these people are having a dinner party.
Ooh.
Scenario. Loading complete. Good luck.
Good luck. Situation. There was a gathering of friends for a dinner party over at apartment 402. The celebration came to a halt when a lifeless body collapsed on the floor. By carefully examining the details of the scene, can you piece together what happened at this dinner gathering? Ooh, April 24th, 2002. Okay, well, at least they're not like back to back incidents. So this is 2 years earlier and a few months earlier.
Let's see.
Alright. Alright, well, there's the scene, I guess. Right, walking in, there it is. At least we won't miss it this time. Okay. Oh, let's look at the questions. Ooh, item. Medicine bottle? What is this? The police have found this bottle at the scene of the crime, and it is confirmed that the cause of death was the contents in this bottle. Spazax. Okay. Severe liver damage may occur if you take a ton of it and with alcohol. Which, right off the bat, we've got a wine glass with alcohol in it. So, if the police already confirmed that this is the cause of death, that was drugged into this wine glass, which has some lipstick on
Mm. Mm.
it. Okay. Okay, so we have a seat of 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
one of which is unused.
Okay. So they just said it, but
Seems like the person either didn't show or didn't eat.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I said let's look at the questions and then got uh, distracted with the item. Okay, how many people live in the apartment? Who is Jessica's cousin? Who sat in chair number 4? Who was killed and who was the killer? Okay, a fair set of questions. Ronnie Grayson, and I believe that's the apartment number, right? Yeah, 402. Okay, so we have one person already. Actually, I want to write down the... So, how many people live in the apartment? Who is Jessica's cousin? Who sat in chair number 4? Who was killed? Who is the killer? Okay. So right off the bat, we have mail addressed to Ronnie Grayson. So he must live here. Or she. Don't know. Never mind, we know.
There's our man.
Literally right next to it. Okay. Yeah, and that confirms his ID also has the address. Villages Market. He bought a box of wine and a box of chocolates. on the day of this dinner party. Celine's Kitchen went to a fancy restaurant on Valentine's Day. Ooh, an abortion clinic card.
So, pregnancy.
And a card for an attorney.
Okay, so Ronnie is trying to get an abortion. Because Ronnie is boy preggers.
Oh no. Oh no. Ronnie should have used protection. Alright.
Ronnie.
A person's purse. Oh, we can open it. Okay. In it, we have a set of matchsticks from Celine's Kitchen, the fancy restaurant. I'm assuming it's fancy because it was on Valentine's Day.
Probably.
Pink lilac lipstick. Water resistant, leaves no marks and no smears. Which, right off the bat, this wine glass has a lipstick stain on it. So
Yeah.
whoever the lipstick belongs to is not who drank out of the cup. Assuming that's what they wore the day of the murder. And nicotine patches. Whoa. Yeah. So somebody was trying to quit smoking, but they also had matches on them, which does not seem conducive to stopping smoking. But the patches are, so what do I know?
Yeah.
Okay. April. Ronnie leaves for New Orleans. Appointment with Dr. Richardson. Ronnie returns from the trip. Jessica's birthday. Victor is visiting. Concert. Brunch with Victor. Dinner with Gabby. Blah blah. Oh, this is going backwards. So this is February. So, I'm guessing whoever is writing the calendar is not Ronnie, because we have this receipt in Ronnie's wallet from a dinner on Valentine's Day here in New York, but the calendar shows that somebody took a trip to LA on Valentine's Day.
Okay, so Ronnie's going on dates when wife's out of town. Which, comboed with the abortion pills, is not a great sign.
He was definitely cheating.
He was cheating, she got pregnant, he was going for an abortion.
I wonder if this beef stew recipe is actually good. I would love it if this was like a personal recipe that they put in. Like, give it a try. Alright. It's a Christmas card. Christmas card. Guests, Victor, James, and Carol. Okay. Oh, shoot. Victor, James, Carol. And we know that there's a Jessica around as well, but she's not on the guest list, which makes me think that she lives here.
Probably, yeah.
but I don't know that one for sure. Reminder, my cousin cannot drink anything with alcohol. Serve him something else instead. James is left-handed. Okay, we don't know who the cousin is, but... Oh, and actually that's something I want to write. Seating arrangement.
Okay, actually, I didn't say it earlier because it felt stupid, but the empty seating does have the knife on the wrong side, aka the left-handed side.
Oh!
So I think maybe James didn't turn up.
I see. So this one, yeah, because you use the knife with your dominant hand, which means, so number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So number 5 has to be James because he's the only one. Let's double check that. Yeah, he's the only one that has the knife on the left. And seat number 1 here is the only one with not a wine glass.
Mm.
So this has to be the cousin. Which is either Carol or Victor because they're the guests. Is there anything that tells us who Jessica is? Oh, this is the wine that Ronnie bought. Empty wine glass. More wine. Oh my god, look at this cute little mallard magnet.
Aww.
Little sailboat magnet too.
I love.
We will own boat one day. Little sailboat. Oh.
Boat goals.
Oh, inaccessible. Okay, all the bedrooms are inaccessible. At least I'm assuming bedrooms. I guess one should probably be a bathroom. Okay. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Jess. Thank you for all the support while I was in AA. Ronnie is a lucky man to have you. I hope you have a great year. Victor. Okay. Okay, so Jessica is dating or is married to Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
And she helped Victor out while he was going through AA. To the most beautiful woman in the world. Oh man, I thought I had that title.
Well,
Alright. This seems like it was a birthday party for Jessica. Yeah, because it's on April 24th, which is her birthday. Okay. Ooh, somebody was trying to break into Ronnie's computer and failed.
If we're going with the cheating thing, it's probably the wife.
Probably
looking into it.
Jessica. Yep, here we go. Confirmed that she lives here. And is married to him because they have the same last name. Okay. Oh. A Guide to the Exquisite Eating of New York. And it's bookmarked open onto Celine's restaurant, which is a part of the romantic getaways. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely cheating. He had to be. Well, then this means that 2 people live in the apartment, because if 3 of them are guests, then only 2 of them live here. Because there's 5 seats. And then based on this birthday note from Victor, he's the only one that actually wrote like a little letter. Everyone else just kind of like said like, happy birthday, and that's it. This one's from her mom. This one's oh, this is from Ronnie, because in his wallet he has the receipt of buying the box of chocolates.
Okay.
That's a Celine kitchen. Wait, since he has this attorney card, maybe he wanted to divorce her.
Yeah.
And just didn't want to do it on her birthday.
How kind.
How kind of him. He just cheated a little beforehand.
Yeah. But like, no biggie, right?
Who sat in chair 4? I find it interesting. I don't see any evidence of it, but in chair 4, the like wine glass is different than the other 2. Do you see what I mean? It's like he was drinking a rosé instead of a red. But I only see evidence of an open red.
I see.
You know, assuming that this is a red wine. Could just be a texture thing. Soup. Oh, well, I guess there is this, like, teapot thing here. Could be filled with something else. Oh, it's the door. Okay. Can't see anything in the garbage. Oh. Chessboard. Okay. I'm pretty confident that 2 people live in the apartment.
Okay.
And I'm pretty confident that Victor has to be Jessica's cousin. Because he's the one that wrote her a birthday card.
Yeah.
No one else wrote her a card.
And also we have decent ideas on who the others are. Pretty sure that the what's her name? The other woman that's not Jessica.
Carol.
Carol. I mean, Carol is I think Carol's our cheatress.
I mean, yeah, because James didn't show. Victor sat here.
And he can't drink alcohol.
And
He's
he
got
can't
the
drink
mug.
alcohol. Also, it's got a lipstick mark on it.
So the one that died at the head of the table here, probably Jessica.
It's her birthday.
Yeah,
she's at the head of the table.
Yeah.
It has to be Jessica, the birthday girl. Which leaves
Ronnie at number 4.
Ronnie and Carol. The question is, how do we know who is who?
Wasn't Ronnie a Wait, who's the sponsor?
Jessica was.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll note that these napkins have like red splotches on them. I mean, his kind of makes sense because maybe he was eating the red stew, but it looks like everyone else was eating the other stew. But Ronnie also had, or Ronnie I say, but this number 4 spot also has a red spot on it. But this spot does not.
She poisoned everyone. Everyone spit their stuff up after the first one died.
We're all just spitting blood out.
Mm-hmm.
That seems suspicious. Oh my god, they also have a little wooden mallard. Check that funky little guy.
Oh, yeah. Give me more ducks.
Ducks are great. Okay. So according to the directions on this bottle of wine, it literally specifies for filling up the wine glass, do not fill it to the brim. A filled wine glass is 1/3 filled. This is proper etiquette. Note how one of them is filled appropriately and one of them has been drinking out of.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever poisoned it had to be sitting here because they
Wait.
wouldn't have drinking out of it. Right?
Where is the wine bottle at?
Right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just right next to it.
Okay.
So who was killed had to be Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Grayson is their last name. Um, Yeah, the question is really, did Ronnie sit in chair 4 or did he sit in chair 2? Because then Carol would be on the opposite one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Carol has to be the one he was cheating with also because we have the matches from Celine's Kitchen, which is the fancy restaurant they went to on Valentine's Day. Also, what the heck is this? What is this?
I don't know.
It's like an ashtray, but like what?
Burned something.
Yeah, like what is that? I'm I'm currently leaning toward Carol being the killer because if Ronnie had wanted to kill her, why would he go to an attorney? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
He had to have gone to the attorney
He's
to
trying
divorce
to cut
her.
things. Yeah.
Because, like, nobody premeditates a murder and is like, hey, attorney, let me get your number and establish with you for no reason.
Generally a bad idea to call a lawyer and then kill someone. It looks a little sus.
If Carol is the killer, it would make sense that she was in the chair number 2 because she wouldn't be drinking the wine that she poisoned.
Yeah.
Because yeah. Assuming that this stain is just like him dabbing at his mouth after drinking wine or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the lipstick stain, I feel like that's a dead giveaway that it's Jessica because there's only 2 women and one of them was wearing non-stained lipstick. And given that this one has the Celine's Kitchen, that connects it to the person on a date with Ronnie while somebody was out of town, assuming to be Jessica. Man, she didn't even get to open her birthday presents.
Oh, no birthday.
No birthday presents. Yeah, if James didn't show, Victor is her cousin who's grateful to her for helping him with sobriety. Doesn't make sense for him to have a motive. The only one that has a motive to kill her is Carol because she was dating Ronnie, got pregnant. Maybe she wanted to keep the child but didn't want to home wreck. So instead she just wrecked their home.
Yeah. Didn't want a home wreck, just harder wreck.
Instead, you know, she swoops into the grieving husband and is like, hey, we're already dating anyway, might as well marry me instead.
Yeah.
Now we can keep the baby. Yeah, it also looks like this, like she spat out blood. And they always say poison is the women's weapon.
I mean, I feel like guns are too, right?
Oh, according to the last one, they are. Yeah, but we have no evidence of bullets either. Right?
Right.
Yeah. And actually, and also the police already told us that the medicine bottle was the drug of
murder.
death.
Where is the Spaz-X at?
It's just in my inventory. Like, I open my item like my
I brought this from home.
yeah, they just gave it to me like, hey, we found this already. I feel like that could have been an environmental thing, but then it wouldn't make sense because the police would definitely take that away as an evidence item, and we are a detective or something like that.
Yeah, or something.
We could be a PI. Maybe it's Ronnie investigating the death of his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So if Carol sat here because she didn't touch the wine, then Ronnie would be in chair number 4. I guess. Which would make, by our deductions, Carol the killer. I mean, there's just not a ton here, and everything seems to be pointing this way.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I must admit. This one seems even more cut and dry than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have 2 envelopes with the addresses. Oh!
Fuck yeah.
Woo!
Perfect score. See, we're getting it. We're right to pick Chad difficulty.
Alright, okay. That one was pretty fast. Should we just hop straight into the 3rd one?
Yeah, why not?
Loading scenario.
Okay, now into apartment 403, the last one of this floor. The situation: a group of teenagers were brought in for questioning regarding a murder that took place at a party held at apartment 403. Some of their stories did not match up, and no one has admitted to anything. By carefully examining the details of the scene and reading their statements, can you piece together what happened? Okay, so we're going to have some statements. This one took place June 1st, 2003. Man, a murder every year.
This is a rough place.
Yeah, 401, 402, 403. Dang. Okay, so they had a party here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we should start with the questions and the statements. So, who died? Who was the second last to arrive? Who is the owner of the blue sports bag, and who is the killer? Okay. What does it mean alphanumeric input is half width?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Where's the star next to?
I don't know.
I don't even see a star on it. Yeah, I don't know what it's referring to there. Maybe we'll figure that out later.
Ooh, okay.
We have interviews.
Oh,
Ooh.
so we have 6 suspects. And the situation already told us that some of their stories did not match up, and none of them have admitted to anything. Okay. I want to see, where is this the blue sports bag? That says sports gear on it. Is this what they think an ashtray is? Just like blocks of ash and charcoal?
Maybe. We've seen a couple of them now. They're always on nice plates, too.
Yeah, like Well, I mean, this one has a little chip in it, I guess, so that one I'll say at least it seemed like an old plate. But like in the last one, it was just like a plate on the like front mantle.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a block of charcoal in it. Okay, the other thing I want to find is where is the body? We know there's one in here. Can we open these doors? Ooh, okay, there's a body. Bathroom. No trespassing. Girls only. No boys allowed. Alright, Jake, get out.
Oh,
You can't look into this one. This one's
I
me
won't.
only.
My eyes are turned away.
Okay, so this is some girl's room. Very classic girl. Played tennis. Ooh, okay, so we have 3 girls and 3 guys as our suspect list.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one's a dude room as well. Okay. Brian, Eric, Andrew, and Jack were all a part of a band. That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. They wanted to play a show. They were part of a band. Yeah, this guy had a thing for like rock and horror stuff. Cute. Well, so far then, I'm gonna guess that... Ooh, right, Brian got suspended for sexual harassment of another student.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ryan.
Brian, come on now. How about you just don't? Okay. So Brian got suspended. Brian got suspended for sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like one step away from murder. Ooh,
Yeah.
another 9mm Wilder casing.
Popular bullet in these parts.
Apparently so. Put, not brain, Brian's room. Bullet casing. Okay. Do we have... Do we have a bullet somewhere? Hmm. Okay, this is a much bigger, like, investigation space. Like, the other one was just in that little living room.
Mm-hmm.
This one you have the whole apartment to check out. Now, there's a bullet casing, but I'm not seeing any, like, exit holes. There's nothing, like, on him, right? Yeah. But he does look like he died clutching his side. So somewhere there's an exit wound. Or not exit wound, but somewhere where the bullet exited.
Hmm.
But there's no blood anywhere else. It's just right here. Eric. Andrew. Interesting. They were playing some uh I was gonna say
N6
GameCube,
No,
but
no,
it's not.
that's not a GameCube. That's weird. What is
This
that
is
thing?
a
And it's an,
non-proprietary.
they've got the N64 there though.
Yeah, well, sort of, right?
Yeah.
It's like they were playing like a PlayStation 1 with GameCube controls.
But those GameCube controllers are just the GameCube buttons on an Xbox form. This is cursed.
They really just mashed it together, I guess.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. It's pre-chorus. Okay, so in this sports bag so far we have drumsticks and drummer sheet music with the lead vocal music. Hey, I know we're becoming better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything more than you have been. To. And then they just cut off. Oh, they started writing a little confession letter.
Teenagers doing teenager things.
Okay. Ooh, a tennis racket. That's interesting. So whoever this belongs to, they were both the drummer and played tennis. And the reason I think the tennis is interesting is because in here in the girls' room, she's got tennis trophies.
Hmm.
So maybe somebody joined the tennis team to get closer to Tennis Girl.
See, that makes sense.
Okay. It seems that this party they were hosting was a graduation party because they have a group chat talking about this being a graduation party. Okay, it looks like, based on this group chat, we have a name, Eric. Somebody needs to watch over Eric, make sure he doesn't drink so much, and they reply with party pooper. You barfed all over the couch, you boozer. Took me a week to get rid of the smell. Okay, I'll be more careful. So then... in the girl room... PC... Actually, no. Eric is strikers. And he's a lightweight. Can't handle his booze.
Relatable.
Hmm. Okay. I forgot. We have statements to read. Oh my god. Okay. So we have Christy, Jack, Lisa, Andrew, Grace, and Eric. And in private chat, in a private chat, the girl that lives here talks about Christy, so whoever lives here is not Christy. Which means either Grace or Lisa live here. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she is not picking up. Oh, you haven't heard? Casey told me that she was sexually assaulted by someone. So then, Christy was the one who Brian sexually assaulted. Oh,
Oh,
dang.
goddamn teenagers, man, every time.
Or to the very least, she's the one accusing him of sexual assault. We don't have any evidence of it, but it's her word against his, and I don't have any evidence of him defending himself from it.
Yeah.
Practice exam, grandpa's birthday, finals, tennis club preparation day, last day of school. Aw, doggo. Cute little like Jack Russell. Adorable.
Yeah, we love it.
An unopened bar of chocolate. Okay. Let me finish reading those private chats. Interesting. Anything fun in this bathroom? Or is it just a bathroom? I mean, why include the bathroom as part of the investigation when they've not included it in any of the other ones?
Who knows?
Jake,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a vampire. I have no
no.
reflection. Alright, I'm a vampire detective.
That's the best kind.
Maybe that's why there's no other blood. I've drinking it all from the
Mm-hmm.
floor. Okay, okay. Serious though. Brian here, band guy, sexual harassment, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Not the drummer, because he's got a guitar case here. And no drums. So probably not the drummer. Unless... Can I open any of these drawers? No. Tools. Whatever that is. Oh, it's a guitar stand. Okay. Brian is Vader. Vader 217. I'm gonna guess that Grace is Gracie 57 or 59.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put in a little asterisk, but I'm pretty sure on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, we need to practice this week. Can we meet up this Tuesday? Sorry, no can do. I have a track meet on Tuesday. Okay. This guy does track. We're looking for the guy that does tennis. Hmm. Ooh. Okay, whoever Jester is our drummer.
Mm-hmm.
Jester 5, 7, 8. Alianos Christie. Okay, so in this conversation with Gracie, Brian says, I faxed you something, did you get it? She says, what the hell am I looking at? He says, this just came in today. Keep this between us. I don't want anyone else to know. Is it true? He's defensive. Says, of course not. You think I'd be sharing this as if it was true. I'm assuming he's talking about faxing her his notice of suspension.
Yeah.
Which means, according to his messages, he's defending himself, saying he didn't do it, but that Christy, the girl who's claiming to be sexually assaulted, she's the one spreading the rumor. I was thinking the same. Can you talk to her? Gracie says, I swear I'm gonna kill her the next time I see her. That's suspicious. Calm down, don't make it worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go away. And Gracie says, fine. Yeah, and which also on the other computer here. Yeah, on the other computer, this girl talking to Cassandra says, she calls Christy a drama queen after hearing that she got sexually assaulted. So,
God. Such a drama queen.
such a drama queen. These are serious allegations, Christy. That's not something to just like throw around. Okay. I still haven't even read through the statements. Okay. So, Brian lives here. I'm gonna call him the band leader since he's the one arranging practice meetings and things like that. Likely the guitarist. And then... Oh, I want to go over the bass arrangement. Yeah, so Gamer Boy is the bassist. Which means Strikers is probably the lead singer. Oh, I can go into this backpack. Okay. Someone has an EpiPen, an inhaler. I don't know. Do you recognize these things on the right? Because I don't. It's like a suction cup almost.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. Like an insulin thing, maybe?
It does. No, it doesn't seem like it. The left two things are EpiPens and an inhaler. Okay. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome to Noble's 2003 summer school. Your student schedule for the public high school summer academic program can be found in the account. This is a schedule. This program offers students the option of earning credits and beginning the school year in line to graduate with their class. Enclosed are a summer school program. Okay, so someone was not on track. So the red backpack belongs to blank Carter. Anything else in here? Interesting. I'm unfamiliar with those devices. Knocked over trash can. I'm sorry, but who is living here in high school on their own? Like, it says that it's a girl and her brother.
Yeah.
So, like, where are their
That's-
parents?
I guess they're just trusted, which clearly didn't work out well.
Yeah. Yeah, how to survive on your own for the son who avoided chores like the plague. Yeah. I like that they just like duct taped this onto the fridge.
Yeah.
Like instead of just like using a magnet, they just duct tape it. Oh man. Gonna up the brightness of my monitor. All right. Yeah, snare line. Fill chorus. Oh, she's got like Girl Scout badges and stuff. Okay, I should probably read the statements that I've been avoiding reading. I've just been going around gathering the clues of the environment. But time to read statements. Okay. Interview of suspect number 1, Christy. Hello, Miss Carter. Can you please answer my question? So, Christy Carter, which means this was likely hers. Can you please answer my question? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question again? Did you go see Brian on the 31st of May? No. Did you have any physical contact with him at all during this week? No. Okay, I'm pausing the reading of the thing because one important thing is, yeah, the notice of suspension for the sexual harassment, she says that she was sexually assaulted on May 26, which means that is already a red flag on timing. Where's the calendar? Yeah. So she says she got sexually assaulted on May 26th and then says that she did not have any physical contact with him the week of the supposed sexual harassment. So Christy's already suspicious.
Oh no. Oh god, we're gonna have to pick apart her story, huh?
Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olsen is dead? What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment. Where were you on the night of the 31st of May? Okay, so the one who was killed is Brian, according to the police report. Brian Olsen. Yeah, are you aware that Brian is Olsen killed on May 31st? Alright, already suspicious. Okay, Jack. So you are also in the band. Yes, play the bass. I also play the guitar, but I usually end up playing the bass. Wait. Yeah, so Gamer Boy. Is our bassist. How would you describe your relationship with Brian? Wait a second, hold on. We have some labeled cups. Are any of them Christie's? Jack. Lisa. Andrew. Eric. Okay. It seems that Christy did not go to this party, which makes sense because she's accusing Brian of sexual assault. Probably wouldn't show up to his party.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was to murder him. Oh, yeah, that's the bullet casing. I still haven't seen any holes in the wall or anything like that. But it's interesting that the casing is right next to him, so he was shot in his room. And if it would have to be like right here, unless it's just still inside of him. But it's interesting that in the other cases, we were able to find the, like, tip of the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't find it in this one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's lodged in the body.
Yeah. Okay. How would you describe your relationship with Brian? Brian? Honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have known each other since elementary and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school and we started playing together. Can you go over your accounts of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby and we both went up together. What time did you arrive? Maybe around 6:45. So Brian arrived with Grace around 6:45. Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, I mean other than the guy at the front desk. All of us had something to drink, so some things might be unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why did you leave? As I mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell of it. Where did you go? I went back home. Was anyone with you at that time? Anyone who could corroborate your story? No, not even the man at the front desk. Look, this is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You got nothing on me. Just let me go. My guy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds like an 18-year-old. Right. Lisa. Lisa, yes, I am one of the tenants of the apartment. Okay, so Lisa has to be Lisa Olson, Brian's sister. How close are you with your brother? Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself. Are you aware of the allegations toward him? Huh? What allegations? Okay, let's change the topic. But she does know about the allegations because on her computer she talks about Christy claiming to be sexually assaulted by him.
Mm-hmm.
So she lied to police officers about knowing the allegations. Okay. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times for getting into fights. Previously. Fighting. Can you recall the last time he got into a fight? Last week, actually. He and this other guy were fighting over a girl. Wait, you guys don't actually think he did it, right? Do you usually lock the door for your room? Yes, I like to keep my room private. Brian sometimes has friends over, so I lock it anytime I have to head out. But you said you lost your key. I was coming back from a friend's house and I must have accidentally left it there. What time did you leave your friend's house? Around 6:30. So how did you get into the apartment? Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in. What time did you arrive? Around 7. Do you keep a spare key? Yes, we keep a spare on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Somebody must have taken it. Can you recall exactly when you noticed the spare key went missing? I checked as soon as I came back, but it was already gone. So how did you get into your room? Brian used his key set to let me in. Do you often have parties at the apartment? Yes, mostly for special occasions, but sometimes just to hang out on the weekend. Is there often alcohol involved? Yes, Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. Can you repeat what you told us? I was asleep. I woke up, it was dark. I went to the restroom, and that's when I saw him lying there in his room. I didn't know what to do. And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by, gave me a panic attack. Do you have any suspicion as to who his murderer could be? I don't know. I don't know how this could happen. We were all really good friends. So she came home, went to her room, or Brian was still alive, let her into her room. She hung out here, went to sleep, and then just like woke up in the middle of the night, found him in his room, but Andrew was still here.
Little sus.
Very suspicious. But he has no motive so far. His only tie-in is that he has a history of fighting. But supposedly they're friends. Oh, supposedly they're all friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew's statement. Can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa, and everybody was already there. So I don't know when the others arrived. Wait. Yeah. I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa. So Andrew... I'm gonna put some more spaces in between these people's names. I arrived around the apartment around the same time as Lisa, and everybody was already there, so I don't know when the others arrived. What happened after? I don't know, man. I thought you have all the answers. It's after midnight. I'm tired as hell. I gotta go soon. What happened after? I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric. And where was Jack during this time? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. Jack says he left early.
Mhm.
Right before. Yeah, Jack showed up. Jack showed up, had one drink, and then left. Because Brian's a heavy smoker and he doesn't like it. I was in the toilet puking for quite a bit, and then I woke up Eric. Where was Jack? I don't know. You were the one who brought the drinks to the party, correct? Yes. You're not old enough to drink. How did you purchase them? Then he doesn't answer. Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate the drinks. You do know that underage drinking or purchase of alcohol is a misdemeanor. Really? That's all you got? I thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. This is a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you're suggesting. So Andrew says he showed up around 7, got wasted, and spent the night puking.
Mhm. Which is, again, a normal and believable thing to do.
Yeah. And then he woke up Eric around midnight when he noticed the body. Okay. Grace's. Can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian? I already told you, he and I have been dating for about a year, and things were going well. Can you please tell me your accounts of the evening? Look, Christy is 100% guilty here. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. She can't stomach that he chose me and not her. I'm telling you, that girl is batshit psycho. Please calm down, Miss Burns. Okay, so we have a last name for Grace. Grace Burns. Don't tell me to calm down. That girl should be behind bars. Please just answer the question. Fine. I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Jack, so she arrived around 6:45. He does corroborate that she arrived with him. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Okay. Runs off. Yeah, we got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. Why the hell was she even there? Does she not even... Miss Burns, please focus. Are you sure you saw Miss Carter leave the apartment? Oh, 100%. She's the only girl in this world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that. Please continue. After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night and I eventually knocked out. Can you recall if anybody passed out before you did? I'm sorry, I can't. I completely backed out. I guess I must have drank a bit too much because the cops already woke up by the time she arrived. Okay. And Eric. Can you please account when you and the others arrived at the apartment? I know I was the fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last to come. Which makes sense. He says that he and Lisa arrived at the same time. So far, the second last to arrive was Lisa. And so far, people are accusing Christy of being the murderer.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is the drummer who's the owner of the blue sports bag. Okay. I know I was the fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always livens the mood. I think Andrew was the last to come. He's always late for everything. Were you drinking that night? We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink much, but that night she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow. Anything to note of that night? I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. You were the one who called 911, correct? Yes. It says here on the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long for you to call law enforcement? Because Andrew was completely against it. And why was he against calling the authorities? Something about underage drinking and him getting in more trouble than the rest of us, which makes sense because he was the one who bought the alcohol. I see. Look, I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do it. Error, mic stopped working. Interesting. What part of I don't remember much do you not understand? Please calm down. We just want to clarify certain details. Please tell us again. Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face. Lisa tells me you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me what about that? Seriously, you guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had much time to practice, but come on, there's no way I'll kill him over something like that. I have pride as a musician. I'm gonna show him up with my performance. Interesting. Alright, this one brings a lot more to the table than the
Yeah.
other two. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So we now know that that's Lisa's room. Spare apartment key. Hmm. Jack is the basement. Oh, actually, we have in here. Okay. Jack is the bassist. Vader is Brian, who is the guitarist. So that leads Eric and Andrew as the people we don't know. Alright, actually we know this is Eric. Which means Andrew's the drummer. Which means this is Andrew. Which means he's the owner of the blue bag. You know, I found another part that doesn't match up in their statements, which is Eric here says that he discovered the body and called law enforcement. However, Andrew says that he woke Eric up, and Lisa, Brian's sister, where is it? She says that she woke up, went to the restroom, and that's when she saw her brother lying there. In which case, she says she panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by. In which case, Lisa's the one who discovered the body, not Eric.
Yeah.
But what difference does that make?
I don't know if any.
Man, this one's so much harder than the rest.
I guess that's why it's the culmination, right? At the end of the apartment list.
That's true. Okay. Okay, so far, things we know for sure. Brian died. The police confirmed that part. So, that one we know for sure. Who died? Brian Olsen. who was the second to last to arrive, based on their statements, his sister's the second to last. The owner of the blue bag would be Andrew. And then the killer, so far everything points to Christy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know she was at the apartment because she's left her bag here, which has her last name in it. So unless one of these people are her brother, and there are eyewitness accounts of her showing up and then just leaving before the party really got started. And during that time, their spare house key goes missing. So it's possible that she shows up to the party early, steals the key, leaves her backpack by accident, and then runs off before the majority of people arrive, and then comes back later in the night and murders him. Her motive being in the statement by Grace, which is, she says that Christy has been trying to get between Brian and her, that like Christy wanted to be with Brian but he said no, starts dating Grace. She ruins him uh by alleging that he sexually assaulted her. Also, I just realized I've been spelling Olsen wrong.
Oops.
Oopsies. That would make a difference, probably, maybe. Huh. Hmm.
Well, what are you thinking? Think out loud.
So I'm sorry I've gotten so quiet. I forget I'm recording. I'm so but I'm trying to see if there's any evidence for Christy being the killer. The only evidence we have so far is Grace pretty much just accusing her. But it just doesn't fully add up to me, because why would you accuse someone of sexual assault and then murder them?
Yeah.
Like, what do you win from doing that?
Did he? I. Was there any evidence that he didn't do it?
His word against hers.
Well, exactly. Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. If there was anything that would, like allow that would allow him to prove it, and then she's like, "Oh no, I've been caught," and then murders as an escape.
Hmm. That's what I'm looking for. I'm searching for any sort of evidence that one or the other is lying. Went to the bathroom. Can I check the toilet for puke? See if Andrew was telling the truth about puking all night? Yeah, the bathroom just doesn't seem to have any evidence in it. Unless there's something really in my face that I'm missing.
Could just be like red herring stuff. Like, yeah, there's just nothing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the most thing that I see too is that Christy is lying too. So like in her statement, she talks that, did you see Brian on the 31st of May, which is the day of the party? She says no, but there are eyewitness accounts of her being in the apartment. So it's already contradicting that she was in the apartment. And then she also says, did you have any physical contact with him at all during the week? She says no, but that within that week is also when she accuses him of sexual assault. So she's definitely lying about the sexual assault. Oh, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice, but the spare key is in the door. So whoever stole the spare key did come in, open the door, and shoot him.
See.
To me, it's gotta be Christy. Oops. Yeah, I think that has to be it. Brian Olsen died. Lisa Olsen was the second last to arrive. Who is the owner of the blue sports bag? Andrew is. I don't have Andrew's last name. And then who is the killer would have to be Christy Carter. Because she's jealous that he chose Grace over her. And there's evidence that she was here because there's this note about her starting summer school. Alright, I'm gonna guess and check.
Do it.
How did we do? Ooh, 3 out of 4!
Absolutely crushing it, Claudia.
Okay, okay. Let's revisit.
Now, I've been less tuned in on this one, so summarize. Quick round.
Just another quick round. Okay, well, the situation. A group of teenagers were brought in regarding a murder that took place at a party held at the apartment. So that's our situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. here's the apartment. The apartment has 2 bedrooms, 2 people living here. A pair of brother and sisters. The brother Brian is the one who died. Sister Lisa lives in this room, right?
Yes.
So the things we know for sure. Who died? Brian died. Who was the second to last to arrive is Lisa. Because based on the statements, she says she arrived around 7. She had forgotten her keys at a friend's house, but the door was already open. And that she noticed that their spare key was missing. And then, as far as who arrived last, Andrew here says that he arrived around the same time as Lisa and that everyone else was already there. Other people corroborate that Andrew shows up late to everything. So he was likely the last person to show up because he arrives late to things, and also he's the one that brought the booze.
Mm-hmm.
So people didn't start drinking until after he arrived. Now, I think the thing I have wrong is, I guess it has to be the killer? Or maybe Andrew arrived second to last.
Mm-hmm.
Tired as hell, I gotta go soon. I kind of want to try to see if Andrew was arrived before Lisa, because he says I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa and everybody was already there. So it's possible he arrived just before her. Yeah, I'm gonna guess and check this one. Okay, no, I had it right. Okay, okay. Oh, oops, wrong one. Ah, dang.
Loading complete. Good luck. Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading
Okay.
scenario.
Loading back in.
Good luck.
Okay, so where is your current thought and where it got messed up? Like, what do you think is the incorrect answer?
I think the killer is the wrong one. Because I just don't have a ton of evidence for who the killer is. We only know Okay. So, I'm kind of suspicious about Grace. But Grace is Brian's girlfriend. And she's very accusatory about Christy. Which in itself is not, like, an inherently bad thing. But she says she blacked out completely. Which again is not like a guilty verdict, but it is suspicious that
Yeah.
like she maybe thought her boyfriend sexually assaulted somebody or something.
That sounds like him.
I mean, he says he didn't. And a lot of people accuse Christy of being overdramatic and jealous of Grace for getting to date Brian. But that's not a murder motive.
No, it's not.
And the other thing is, okay, so here's my thought, which is, in order for the person to have the spare key, they had to have come in and then left the party, because then they would have had to come in through the apartment again once everyone was passed out super drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's only one other person we know that did not drink heavily, and that was Jack. Who Jack says he's in the band with Brian. They're like mildly friends. He arrived at the party before pretty much anyone else. Hung around, had a single drink. Supposedly him, according to somebody else's statement, I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Somebody said that, oh, here we go. Eric says, I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. And then Jack left. So if it was Jack, he would have been able to show up, steal the keys, hang around for a while, argue, and then Brian locked himself in his room, Jack left. He would be one of the only people that would have been able to be in and out of the apartment without people seeing him, because everyone else that came to the party stayed the night.
Okay.
But what I don't see is a motive. I don't see what motive Jack would have for killing Brian. Unless Jack is one of Christy's brothers. Because Lisa...
So you're thinking
Lisa's
a vengeance.
I'm thinking vengeance. Because... Hold on, where is it? Wait. If it is a vengeance... but that doesn't... Okay. There are two people who would want revenge on Brian for allegedly assaulting Christy. Those two people would be Andrew, because we know Andrew has a crush on her, and Lisa tells him that Christy was sexually assaulted, supposedly, but she tells him it's just a rumor, nothing's been confirmed. The only other person that, like I said, that left before anyone would have noticed him is Jack. But I don't have anything connecting Jack. Unless this bag is Jack's and not Christie's. I'm trying to find where it is, but somewhere... This would make sense. Hold on. This bag contains an inhaler. Jack has said that he doesn't like Brian's heavy smoking. He says that it's because of the smell, but if it's because he has asthma or some other lung-based disease, he could be really upset about the smoking around him, and it would be a reason why he would have left his bag.
That all tracks.
And if that is his bag, then he would be a Carter, which would mean if he found out that Christy was supposedly sexually assaulted by him... Hold on. I'm doing it. I'm submitting.
You did it, Claudia.
I got it! Oh my god. Okay. That's awesome. I'm loving this game. I'm done with this case file. We got an A. Post-case material. Brenda's medical report. Oh, so this is the story. Okay. So this would be the first one.
Yep, give us a reading.
I am writing to provide a medical update on Brenda Peterson, a patient who presented herself at our clinic earlier today. Miss Peterson's face exhibited severe bruising and significant damage, indicating a traumatic incident. Notably, this marks the second time she has sought medical attention for similar injuries within the past month. During her previous visit, it was reported that Miss Peterson had fallen down the stairs, but the nature and extent of her injuries on both occasions raised concerns about the consistency of these explanations. Upon examination, it became evident that Miss Peterson required immediate attention to manage the pain and discomfort resulting from her injuries. Consequently, we have prescribed a stronger dose of painkillers to provide a more effective relief. Given the pattern observed in her medical history, it is imperative to consider alternative explanations for her injuries to ensure that appropriate measures are taken to address any potential risk to her well-being. In light of these concerns, we strongly recommend a comprehensive assessment of Miss Peterson's situation, involving collaboration with recent agencies such as social services and law enforcement. This approach aims to ensure her safety, address any potential underlying issues contributing to her injuries, and prevent further harm. Please feel free to contact our office if you have any additional questions or further discussion. Okay. That was basically saying that the ex-husband had a history of assaulting the mother. Which I did notice, and I didn't say anything, but there was a piece of paper in the apartment for a medical exam where she got like x-rays and stuff like that. I just didn't think it had anything to do with it. Ooh, this is Carol's diary. Diary entry 1. Today was an unexpected turn of events. I met Ronnie for the first time at the coffee shop where I work. His warm smile and the way his eyes lit up when he ordered his usual black coffee caught me off guard. We chatted briefly and I couldn't help but feel a spark. Ronnie took me out for the first time tonight. We went to this cozy little bistro downtown. The conversation flowed effortlessly and I found myself getting lost in his stories. He has this magnetic charm that's hard to resist. It felt like the world disappeared and it was just the two of us. Ronnie and I went on another date and I was pleasantly surprised by how well it went. We went to this cute little Italian restaurant that he had discovered and the food was amazing. As we talked, I found myself more and more drawn to him. His personality and humor made me feel at ease, and we were able to have genuine conversations about our interests and life experiences. It's been a long time since I felt such a strong connection with someone. I'm excited to see where this could lead, but I also know that it's important to take things slow and enjoy the moments we share. For now, I'm just looking forward to getting to know Ronnie more. Entry number 4. Ronnie is married. I stumbled upon his wedding ring accidentally and my heart sank. How did I not see this coming? The guilt is eating at me, but at the same time, I can't ignore the feelings that have developed. What have I gotten myself into? So I realize now that there was probably more entries to that first, to like the mother and the ex-husband thing, but I didn't see the arrow and I skipped it.
And we figured it out.
Yeah. Entry number 5. Ronnie confided in me today about the problems in his marriage. He shared the struggles and the growing distance between him and his spouse. I find myself torn between sympathy and guilt. I never intended to become entangled in someone else's marital issues. I'm left questioning the path I've chosen. Ronnie dropped a bombshell on me today. He's contemplating getting a divorce. My emotions are all over the place. Part of me is hopeful, but another part is filled with uncertainty. Can he really leave his marriage for me? Is this just wishful thinking? I need to tread carefully. Entry number 7. I just found out I'm pregnant. Yeah, so she was pregnant, and then didn't really think he would go through the divorce, so because he started getting her an abortion clinic, so instead of thinking he would go through with the divorce, she kills the wife instead, so that she can guarantee them being together. Oh man.
Sucks.
And now for the latest scene. The celebration. City in shock. Promising teenager's life cut short in party shooting incident. What began as a bond forged in the hallways and classrooms has ended in heartbreak and sorrow. Authorities are still investigating the incident, but it has been reported that allegations against Mr. Olson may have been exaggerated. As the story continues to unfold, the question of misguided information and its implications is brought to the forefront. As we grapple with the harsh reality of the situation, it becomes paramount for us to reflect on the moral implications of sharing false information. In an age where information can spread like wildfire, we must recognize the profound impact that our words can have on the lives of others. This heartbreaking incident serves as a somber reminder that the choices we make, the words we utter, and the information we share can carry profound consequences. It is our collective responsibility to exercise caution, empathy, and integrity in our interactions, understanding that the power of our words can either build bridges or lead to irreparable damage. Yeah, so that has to be it. Brian got accused of sexually assaulting Christy, a rumor she started. But then her brother Jack confronted him about it. He likely denies it because it wasn't true. But Jack, thinking that Brian was just lying about sexually assaulting his sister, he goes on a vengeance quest and kills Brian.
Yeah.
R.I.P. If you were guaranteed the power to pardon one of the perpetrators, who would you choose? I would pardon the mom.
Yeah, easily.
Easily. She was getting she was getting assaulted by her ex-husband, who broke into her apartment in order to try and steal the kids that she had custody of. And he was an alcoholic, so like he also did it drunkenly. Definitely her. That was an ungraded part. Oh my god, I love this game. This is so fun. Oh, this is great.
All right.
I
Well,
can't wait to play more of it, but I'm gonna end it for now. Thank you for
agree.
joining me.
It was fun.